because I can, because I can. And I think, hold on. We are live! Haha! Facebook, you didn't catch me out then, did you? Welcome to Rohini Makwana from Livewire Media. Thank you for joining us today on the Love Sales, Hate Selling Facebook business page. We are going to talk live stream media and videography. Boom!
Yeah.
Excellent. Good morning, Rohini.
Good morning, Nigel. Good morning, everyone.
How's your day? How's your day starting?
It's been a busy morning so far, but it's been all good.
Oh, fantastic. I'll tell you what, it's COVID crazy. It's like, I think when it was first announced, everyone thought, oh my God, we're going to be sitting around twiddling our thumbs. It's actually become very, 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 very busy. So, hey.
Busier than ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I had a really good year last year. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But Rohini, before we start, we need to do a pose for my YouTube thumbnail. So after 3, I want you to give me your best pose. 1, 2, 3. That's actually a very good pose, actually. That got out really well. Now, I'm very naughty. I do apologize. I didn't send you the questions. I
can wing it.
Yeah, I'm normally very organised and send all the questions out way in advance. And for some reason, I haven't sent any. So I do apologise for that. But let's get started, because I know you're a busy lady and you have things that you have to get on with today. Let me just shoot that. So, Rohini, could you tell us what you do for a business?
Sure. So I'm Rohini and I run a business called Livewire Media. Okay. And we help businesses step up their video marketing game through the power of videos. So we either make the videos for them, or we can show them how they can do it themselves of a high quality. And we can also manage the video marketing side of it for them, which takes away it saves so much time for them, really.
Oh, so you do the video marketing. So how does that work?
So, well, let's be honest, like when you have a video made or a piece of content made, you want it to do something for you, right? But chances are you probably haven't got time to go shopping around for other competent marketers. So part of what we do at Livewire Media is we make the content for you, the video for you, and then we help you to reach your goals with that particular piece of content on social media or your website.
Yeah, because I think one of the problems for a lot of people I come across is they make content and then they share it once and then that's it. And it's like, well, hold on a second. Why are you sharing some more? What people don't realize that social media it moves very quickly. So you post something today, by this afternoon, it's probably disappeared down the feed on certain platforms. But if you share something today, only a small percentage of your people will see it anyway. So you could share the same piece of content every week, and I guarantee you that 100% of your people wouldn't see it. So it makes sense, you know, to have that kind of marketing portal once the video's been
There's
completed.
certain strategies that people aren't aware of that's going to help get their video post so much more reach, more engagement, more followers, and it's a few tweaks here and there, and it beats the whole thing of posting and hoping for the best.
Yeah, it's a thing which, I mean, I used to work for the other pages, used to work for Groupon. There's a disconnect between what people do and how they measure what's happened. So everyone gets excited about likes. Hey, I've had 400 million likes. And then the question I normally ask when I hear something like that is, oh, brilliant, excellent. How many people went to your website? And then you're met with this real confused kind of, and it's like, what's happened? It's either I haven't got a website, which is then, okay, so all those likes have dissipated into the atmosphere, or I don't know, which is even scarier, because all that effort that's been put in to get the 400 million likes, and those 400 million means that some of those people would have wanted to do something else, and they've been unable to do it. I actually did a post about the very same thing yesterday. So what inspired you to start the business? Why video?
Why video? When I was younger, about 6 years old, my dad brought home like one of those digital Kodak cameras. Do you remember the ones that were like the size of your head?
Still got one of them, but yes.
We bought home one of those, and he was always like a camera geek. He loves technology. So when he finished playing with it, he gave it to me and just goes, here, play with this as like a new toy. And I just became fascinated with how it works.
Oh, okay.
And ever since then, I just became fascinated with like technology, how humans operate, and the marketing space in general, to be honest. So yeah, I've been doing it since.
It is interesting marketing. I love the whole thing. So I mean, your story is similar to I think Jason Daly. He's a photographer. He kind of started because of his dad, and watching his dad with his camera and thinking, oh, I want to play with that. So a kind of similar thing. It started with the elders and then trickled down to you. And then obviously, so you play with your dad's video, and I mean, was you doing kind of videos when you were at school, or did you take it into college, university with you?
Yeah, so dad being the way that he always had to have like the latest of every camera.
Ah, cool. I like your dad.
Which is a good thing, because when I was at uni, I knew that I wanted to do something in the media. And I knew whatever I did in the media, I'd have to know people as opposed to know things. It's all about who you know, not what you know. So I made it a point to network a lot with like people who were already running their own business or professional organizations. So when I left uni, I was like, right, people, I need money. Come at me. And I've got this camera. I can probably do something for you with it. So I was very fortunate from day one that the clients were already there. They started coming to me and I started building up that reputation because I'd already built up that relationship with them.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah, I've been making videos since I was about 6, and I just started calling it a business a few years ago.
So did you in your early days, did you do any like weddings or birthday parties or?
Yeah, everyone. I think that's like a rite of passage for videographers. So yeah, I did the whole weddings, I did the private events, that kind of thing, and I just decided I can have more of an impact and be more fulfilled when I'm doing corporate stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because weddings are amazing, aren't they? Weddings, they're like a soap opera that plays out, and you've got all these different chapters happening. And it's like, I bet you got some stories, man.
Yeah.
I bet you got some videos as well that you can say, oh, look at this. You want to speak to the people and say, listen, you know, I've got a video here which, you know, your husband's dancing quite embarrassingly. To release it, small fee. No, that's brilliant though, because it's all about memories, isn't it? And I think now in this digital age, I don't think people realise how lucky we are. You know, I mean, I'm older than you, Rohini, by a considerable distance. You know, I'm from the old school where you took a picture or pictures and then you went to Boots and you left your film there, and then you went back 2 or 3 days later, and if the picture was blurred, that was it. If there was marks on it, that was it. And you know, it was a bloody expensive game, and now you can get a phone and go and then blow it up, and it's got to the stage now where, to a degree, the magic of photos, in my opinion, has almost been a little bit lost, because I mean, on my phone, for example, I've got like 3,000 images. 3,000 images. I'm never going to go and look through them and go, oh, look at me, oh, look at me. But they're pictures I've taken because I've been out and about and this, that, and the other. And I think that kind of magic of having that photo album and going, oh, look at you, and you're a little boy, you lovely curly hair. It's kind of lost that little bit of magic. But at the same time, it's allowed us to capture even more of life, of moments, of memory. So
yeah, it's made us look at things in a different way. So as opposed to like having like a physical album, you can have like a digital album and you can look at it on like a big screen, for example.
Yeah. We did that once at a Christmas. We had a New Year's Eve party, and we had one of those screens, and I'd taken a picture of the missus. It probably shouldn't have been on the screen. Luckily, she spotted it first. And she went, oh, turn that off. I was like, what's the matter? There's a picture on there. I was like, check your photos, guys, before you stream them. That's a bit of advice there from me. So what challenges have you had with the business? Obviously, you know, how old is Livewire now?
So Livewire is about a year old, and previous to that we were known as Rohini Videography, which had been going for about 5 or 6 years.
Oh wow, okay, excellent. And has Livewire had any or many challenges, or has it been a nice smooth transition for you from Rohini Videography to Livewire?
It's been a nice smooth transition, partly because I surrounded myself with people that are going to support me and help me to grow. So like the guy that did my branding for me, he made that transition like super easy and super simple.
Oh, fantastic.
But also part of the reason for the rebrand is because we kept getting requests for photography and other like marketing services.
Yeah.
So we wanted to kind of make it a business where the client didn't have to shop around for all their other media services, because we can essentially give that impression that we have everything in-house.
A one-stop solution, which makes sense because it's one point of contact, one invoice. It makes it easy to manage the customer journey, and the customer feels better because they're getting all of these services and your focus is on them, which is just pretty nice.
It saves them so much time, and that was the main thing, because what we typically found was businesses were getting their content like made, and then they're on to the next step of the process in terms of the video marketing journey, like getting their website designed or getting their rebrand done or whatever. But because they didn't have the time to shop around for all the other services, they had to focus on doing what they do best, which is growing their business, not the marketing side of it. We just figured, actually, let's just fill that gap for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's needed. Marketing is needed more so now than ever. There's a lot of noise out there online. You know, everyone's fighting for eyeballs, and it's about, you know, if you haven't got any kind of presence, then, you know, forget it. Get it completely. So having people like yourself who can kind of do the whole thing, it just makes sense. And anybody who is looking to move forward with their marketing this year and their visual branding, their visual style of their business, then you need to speak to Rohini. She'll come in there and she'll film you and she'll edit it. She'll make you look young again if you're not young already. And if you are too young, she'll make you look older. So Rohini, tell us one thing about you that not many people know about.
Does it have to be related to business?
No, not at all. I prefer if it's not. Juicy gossip.
All right. I am a classically trained musician.
What?
Yeah.
But expand. What instrument?
The flute. The flute, yeah. So I've learnt to play the piano, the flute. I tried the violin, but I was awful at it. And also the clarinet as well.
Rohini, I've known you 4 years.
I know, right?
Maybe 3 years. And this is what I love about these kind of interviews, because it never fails to amaze me. I always find us a classically trained musician.
Yep. So we went on tour and played the flute and everything.
Do you still play? Do you?
I can read like basic music, like the notes, and I can remember how to pick up the flute and play it properly again, because there's a technique for it. But if you ask me to play a tune, I'm not going to remember. Oh,
Rohini, I tell you what, I'm so jealous of you. I would love to be able to play, especially the piano. I mean, my brother is a self-taught pianist. He's actually was part of the Mercedes A-class launch in Germany. And he's done various gigs here and there. But I find it amazing. I think anyone who can play an instrument, to me, is like is God, is like godlike status. So hail to Rohini. If I was you, you know what I would do? If I could do it, I would get that bloody flute out, and every now and again I'd do a little live, and because I think that shows a different side of you, which people don't see, and it shows a different skill which people aren't aware of, and it actually enhances you as a person. She's not only a videographer, she can play the piano. Come on, girl, stop being so shy, man. Share that knowledge with the world. In fact, I think
fun fact though.
If you do
the only reason I'm actually classically trained is because the music lessons that I had happened to be at the same time as my math lesson. It was either a case of play the music or go to maths. So I picked the music to get out of maths.
No, maths is important. Maths is important, man. Anyway, Emily, you're doing well. So whatever decision you made was the right decision. But definitely, if we have another interview, you're gonna have to play the flute or the piano while we.
I have to dig it out from somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Now that I know that girl, it's never gonna get left behind. What advice would you give somebody who was looking to start a business right now?
The advice that I would give them is surround yourself with like-minded people who are going to support your goals. Because I think sometimes when you sort of go up the ladder, if you like, there's going to be a lot of people that don't like your growth and they're going to try and pull you down. So when you surround yourself with people who are at the same level or a higher level than you, you're much more likely to grow faster.
Yeah, well, they all want to pull you up, don't they? It's like, come on, we want you to be, you know, having the same mindset as us, the same thought processes,
Exactly,
the same successes, and that can only be good. And again, great advice that is, and anyone who's listening, you know, find yourself people who align with your values and your goals, and have a vested interest in seeing you do well. It's not about because they're going to get rewarded from it, but they actually just want to see you progress. Give us another 2 tips for a new startup.
Another 2 tips?
Yeah, go on. Give us another 2.
I think most people tend to quit too soon. So tip 2, don't quit too soon. Always look at the bigger picture. And that's where your network will also come in handy. Remember tip 1, where I said surround yourself with like-minded, positive people who are going to help you grow. They're also going to be the people that remind you of your goals when the proverbial hits the fan.
Yeah, we all have those days where it's like, oh God, what am I doing? And go on, and one more golden nugget for the listeners.
I think grow your mindset as much as you want to grow your business as well. Because when you start a business, we typically have that employee mindset, and running your own business requires a business mindset, and it is a transition that's involved. For some, it's easier than others. To make that transition easier for yourself, focus on growing your mindset, probably even more so than your business, because that way you're going to be prepared for the business challenges that are going to come your way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that kind of echoes and mirrors you know, a lot of the conversations I've had over the last couple of weeks with business owners. It hasn't been the process, it hasn't been the fact that this thing needs doing, it's been their head saying to them, you don't want to do that, or oh, no one's going to like that, or you're not good enough to do that, or you know, how dare you think you should be able to. And honestly, the mind, and I think during COVID it's been magnified because people have had a lot more time where they've had time to kind of think rather than follow orders.
You can't grow a business with an employee mindset.
No, absolutely not. Every decision you make has to be just with conviction. And you know, yes, we all have nerves. You know, some people sit there and think, oh no, you're so confident. The reality is I'm human, man. I have my days where it's like, oh, I don't want to do a live, my hair's not right, or oh, I'm gonna have a shave. But I push through it, or I phone someone and bounce off them for a bit, and then I'm back in the zone. And this is the thing: if you mindset is huge, guys. You know, definitely look to reach out to people if you need, you know, some support. I know that Rohini is part of some fantastic network, online networking organisations. There's a lot of like-minded business owners there who can help you move forward. So you are not alone. You are not alone. Nobody gets left behind unless they want to be. So, you know, reach out. Is there anything that the people watching, the followers, the members, the lurkers, the shirkers can do to help you right now?
I think if they're looking to step up their video marketing game, then I'm more than happy to have a no obligation chat with them. I think the thing that I'd say to your followers who run their own business is, if you're thinking about making videos, make sure it's of a really high quality, because the amateur looking videos are not going to serve you anymore. People have kind of become immune to like videos with poor lighting, or where the camera is up here or down here or to the side or whatever. Because think about it like this: when you're communicating with somebody face to face, you wouldn't look up at them unless they're really tall. I
had a teacher who used to do that. I won't mention his name because his wife might be watching, but when he used to talk to us, she used to go, right, boys, today we're going to discuss football and how we tackle and do corners. But he always knew someone was playing up. He'd look down and point to the boy, you boy! It was like he had eyes in his nose. In fact, I'm going to go and reminisce with some of my old school chummies about him, because he was a funny guy. Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, okay. I mean, the thing is with the professional videos and the lighting, that sometimes that's going to be a struggle for some of the small business owners. I'm going to make the assumption that you have some tips and tricks to help the average Joe produce a higher quality video by following certain techniques. Have you got a kind of a course, or do you have a kind of blog which goes through that kind of thing for people?
I do. I have an online course to help. Of course I do. I have an online course to help businesses step up their video marketing production, so they can actually learn how to make videos themselves from their smartphone, use very inexpensive equipment. And I've purposely kept the course really affordable as well to help people who are in that situation.
What I'd like you to do then is, when we're finished, I'd like you to go back to this video on the Love Sales Hate Selling Facebook business page and drop all your links, drop all your context. So if you've got a course, this is my course, there's the link. If you want me to help you market your business, there's the link. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, put it all in there. Put it all in there, because the one thing with these videos I've noticed, I was looking at the analytics on Friday, is that long after the video's gone out, it's going up. It will continue. So put it all on there, because there'll be some people who say, "Yay, I like that lady. She can play the flute and she does a video. I'll have some of that." so get it on there. People, thanks for watching. I was going to see if you've got any comments. I don't think we had many coming. We had a few watchers, but people are shy. They're just listening. Oh, we have had some comments. Hello. Turn down the sound. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Zena. Zena says, "Hey, both." Hey, Zena. Zena, also, Rohini, that's amazing. I've always wanted to know how to play the flute. Hey, there's another side hustle for you. You can teach people how to play the flute. Zena, it is £45 an hour for flute lessons. Yes, I am on a small commission, but it's a good price. It's good value. Zena again. Haha, I used to be a maths teacher, but definitely have a love for the flute. It's beautiful. So Zena had the choice between going to music or maths, and she went to maths. Maybe you two could swap like knowledge. Hey, Zena. Yes, I do have bad hair days. How do you know that? Every one of us gets moments of freak out. Yeah, absolutely right. And that's the key thing I'm trying to get across to people right now, is do not think you are alone. We are not alone. We are so not alone. It's so easy to think you are, and it can take something as small as sending a message to somebody on social media, and that can be enough to get you out of your funk. So you're not alone. Rohini, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for your time today.
I appreciate you, Nigel.
No problem. When you finish, go back, drop all your links in. I want everyone to know what you do and how they can find you and the courses and all the stuff. And we shall catch up again soon. People, thank you so much. The prize is ready. What do I mean? Well, for the last 8 weeks, I've been saying #replay, #replay, #replay. You're going to get a prize. The prize is ready. So on Friday, everybody who's done a #replay on the videos, because they've watched the whole video, this is going back to the beginning of the year, I'm going to be sending you a special link, which is going to have some free gifts. So enjoy. That's all I'm going to say. Come and join me later on at 5:30. I'm interviewing Shari Reinhardt, who is a ghost writer. No, she doesn't write about ghosts. She will write your book for you. So that should be fun. 5:30. Rohini, don't go anywhere. People, have a fantastic rest of the day, and I'll see you all later on. I'm out of here. Toodle pip.